Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends Deluxe Black Widow. Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today we are taking a look at this Marvel Legends Deluxe Black Widow from the new upcoming movie, and this is a very interesting piece because it is the first time Marvel Legends are actually giving us a flight stand with all these explosion accessories. So it's a nice single packed Black Widow figure with guns, interchangeable hands, blasters for her stingers, and then that flight stand with all the accessories. So this is something I was looking forward to. I like Hasbro trying this idea and I hope they continue to do it. So you can see everything in the packaging up front. On the side, you're getting a picture of Black Widow in this sort of cartoon style image. On the back, you get Black Widow in her flight stand with the accessories and whatnot, just showing you how to use it. And again, I hope this is something they continue to do. We get a little write that reads, Natasha Romanoff reunites with a group of spies from her past to stop a lethal force. So again, all to do with the upcoming film that we have yet to see. Black Widow logo on the top. So yeah, this one I'm very curious about. I've even got the black background out to show off that white figure. So yes, without further ado, let's get her open. Now, you know me, I don't usually show you opening the box as it's not very exciting, but I thought you may want to see what this one looks like. So here's all the accessories from the box, and then there's two sections, and then the back section seems to have the flight stand. So the flight stand is a little bit thicker than the ones and the imports you can get on off of eBay and FH Figure Arts and Mayfex and all that. And it's got a lot more ports on the front. And then you get some different bits for it here. So there we go, it comes in 4 parts. So I'm guessing this bit's on a ball and even has Hasbro's little logo there. And I can put this in any section I want. So let me just put it, I'll just put it there, and that went in there nice and easy. And then where does this one go? Does this one, okay, so that attaches to that, I guess. There you go, and there's articulation on that. And oh, it's got like a springy grip. I actually quite like that. So that's like a spring. So it's actually gripping, if you know what I mean. So that's actually pretty good, didn't expect that. And there is a hinge on that and a full swivel. That's pretty good. And then this, I assume, attaches to this. There you go. And then this can go up or down. So there you go. There is your flight stand. Then I can move this and that comes out nice and easy, to be fair. I can move that around, then I can move that up and down, and it seems to stay in place. Obviously, I've got no weight on it yet, but you can hear it clicking, and then obviously that spins, and it's on a spring. So yeah, that is looking pretty good. It's very bulky, to be fair. Might be a little bit harder to hide on your display, but yeah, not a bad shout. So let me take all of these out and see what we can do. So here we have Black Widow out of the packaging with all of her accessories, and then that built-up flight stand behind her. So let's go through some accessories, shall we? So we'll look at the figure. Of course, that is the main reason we're here in a minute, but it is intriguing to look at all these accessories. So firstly, we have this giant explosion piece. Now, I don't have every Black Series figure in the world, but people are saying that this is inspired by some sort of stormtrooper. But this seems, I don't know if it is a reissue of that, I don't know, but it's like an explosion piece. It's hollow in the middle, and then it's got one of those balls joints, so I can literally plug it in on the flight stand anywhere I want to, in any section. It will just pop out and pop in. It's made of like a soft plastic, so no problems at all doing that. So there is that piece. We also get another little piece of explosion, bit of bubbly, little bit of the bubbly. Yeah, so it's got another little peg, and I can plug that anywhere on here that I want to. Easy in and out. There you go, just got to get a grip of it. And it's in. So there you go, a couple of explosions on a flight stand. Now these ones are like the repulsor effects that you get with Tony Stark and Iron Man, but these are free attached. So these are not 3 separate pieces. These are 3 attached together, and they've got 1 peg. So there's only 1 peg for the 3 that are attached together. So I'm assuming it plugs into one of these. Because if you look on the flight stand, I'm noticing bits as I go along here, people, but there are 2 pegs, which I'm assuming for Black Widow's feet. Let's just try that. So Yep, there you go. So her feet do peg into the flight stand. There's one there and one there. And there's also little holes as well. There's 3 little holes. And I'm assuming they can get plugged into like that. I think. Again, I could be doing it wrong. Or maybe there's no rules at all. I don't know. But that's what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah. So there's little holes that I can plug these into. So you get 2 of these little pieces as well. Again, like repulsor blasts, but half repulsor blasts, if that makes sense. And again, I can plug them into these little holes. And I can plug all the explosion pieces in. Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit mad, a bit crazy. Again, I've not seen anyone else review this figure yet, so I've never seen any of these pieces, but I don't think there's any rules. I think do what you want. And then, of course, you can attach Black Widow to it. I've dropped her on the floor, but hang on, I've got her. There she is. And then, yeah, Black Widow, there's 2 peg stands. So if you didn't want to use the flight stand, you can take that out and just use it as a stand, like an actual just stand. Get it to stand in a hall of explosions or something. So that's an option. And again, of course, you probably don't have to just use it for Black Widow. But let's plug that back on. And of course, show you that this will just grip her. Not a problem, look at that. So that will hold her. And the weight doesn't seem to be a problem at all. So yeah, I'm liking that. And of course, that's got articulation, remember. So again, this ain't me posing her in a fun way. This is just me showing you the flight stand, because I know a lot of people are curious about it. So yeah, there are all the crazy effects for the flight stand, the little repulsor blast. I've spent far too long talking about a stand. Let's get to the main event, Black Widow herself. So first and foremost, this seems to be a brand new sculpt. It isn't just a reissue of the Sharon Carter figure we got a while ago. It all seems to be brand new from the movie. They do always like spending the money on the movie figures. We have seen her wear this outfit in the trailer, but we've not seen the film yet. What I like about it straight away is that she's actually got a working harness. Now, many times we've seen Marvel Legends with sculpted, molded in guns that ain't even workable. Finally, we have working harnesses, because she comes with 2 tiny little guns right there, and they can actually now sit in her harness like that. Perfect. Such a small thing, but really does make a difference to the figure, to the details. Yeah, liking it a lot. So there you go. She's actually got working harnesses with 2 guns that can pop in and out. So like it, Hasbro, please, if you're going to give us a harness, make sure it's a working one. So yes, and she also comes with 2 sort of, I don't know if these are her weapons as usual, but now they've turned into climbing frame things. We are seeing her in the winter or whatnot. Again, you can't really see black on black, but there they are. They're 2 little hooks, and she has hands to hold them, which I'll show you in a minute. And then she comes with these little wrist pieces. So I'm assuming we can take her hand off easy, and then this wrist piece can come off. Yep, so there you go. These wrist pieces come off, and then you can slide these ones on. I assume this is how you do it. Maybe they slide on top. I don't know, but I'm just trying it for the first time with you guys. So there you go. There's on there. And then I can actually put the hand back on the wrist. There you go, you heard it click. And there you go. There's a sort of stinger effects on the figure. Very nice. First time Hasbro have done this. I think they're doing it on some of the comic versions of Black Widow as well. But it's nice to get it on an MCU one as well. We have seen her use these in the films previously, maybe in the new one as well. So here's a closer look at the face sculpt. What do you think? Do you think it looks like Scarlett Johansson? Does it look like Natasha Romanoff? I don't think it looks bad, but I don't think it's their best either. I don't know. I'm undecided. Her hair sort of longer on this side. It's a bit wavy. Yeah. So yeah, you let me know what you think. I'm undecided. I don't think it looks bad, but I think it needs to grow on me. And then while we're zoomed in, let's take a look at the sculpt work on the white. Bit of red there. Again, this harness is a separate piece. Workable. You've got the Black Widow logo there. Again, I've put her guns in the harness. And then there's more sculpt work, but it's mainly white. And then she does have the high heel sort of shoes that we don't like. And she's a little bit awkward to stand. Like, her thighs are really far apart. Like, you can't really get her standing straight. Maybe I need to get some hot water to it. But she does look good though. Without a doubt, she looks good. So she comes packed with 2 fists. She also comes with 2 gripping hands, and I assume these are for holding her little hook, sort of batons, whatever they are. But yeah, she can hold those, not a problem, in her hands. She also comes with 2 trigger finger hands, and obviously these are for the guns. So let's put these in there, and her fingers will go through the trigger. That side as well. There you go. There it is. There you go, Black Widow, 2 trigger finger hands, holding the guns. Yeah, it works. And after looking at the box, I have realised you can put these sort of stinger blasts on with the gauntlets as well. I think I originally took them off, but you can fit them both on there, not a problem. And that works out very nice. So now you can have Black Widow with a weapon of choice, a gun or her stingers. Both looking good. How? So there she is on the flight stand. Again, better people out there can do better poses than me, but it works. It does the trick. And again, there is lots of movement in this flight stand. I do think people are going to enjoy this. The articulation is all there. So you can tell the guys at Hasbro know what we want, as I think this is going to work wonders. I think with some flying characters as well, this is going to work. Get yourself an Iron Man on here. You can even probably use these repulsor pieces with an Iron Man figure if you want to. They don't just have to be for this set. So that's what I like about the people at Hasbro. They're fans. They know what we're going to do. We're going to mix and match our pieces. And this is a good example of that. Again, articulation on that, so you can get in swinging around if you wanted to, blasting away. But yeah, fair play Hasbro. This is a nice touch. So yeah, I spent far too long talking about a stand and some blast effects. Let's compare the Black Widow to some previous Black Widow figures. So first comparison, let's go white on white. And here on the left, we have the brand new exclusive Deadly Origins Black Widow. And then here on the right, we have Sharon Carter. Now, a lot of people thought this new Black Widow might just be a reissue of the Sharon Carter in the all-white SHIELD uniform. But nope, I can confirm, having them right next to each other now, it does seem like Black Widow is in a completely new sculpt. They're all at about the same height. And if you don't have this new Black Widow yet, I definitely would recommend getting it. She comes with these guns with blaster effects. So I want to know if this Black Widow will hold it. I'm sure she will. I've put one of the trigger finger hands in there. And yeah, these guns are a little bit bigger than hers. So you can get it to work, but these guns are definitely bigger than the guns she comes with, if that makes sense. So, see what I mean? You can't really get her finger in there, but you can get it to work for display, I'm sure, no doubts. But yeah, these guns are definitely bigger than the ones that actually come with her. But yes, that's a nice comparison. But now let's compare her to some MCU Black Widows. And here we have our MCU Black Widow Scarlett Johansson, Natasha Romanoff comparison. Now, maybe showing off against the black background is not a good idea, but still, let's try. So here we have, on the far left, the Mandroid Builder figure 2014 Captain America Winter Soldier Black Widow. And I've always liked Scarlett Johansson with the straight hair. And even though she isn't using the 3D face printing, I did always think this resembled Scarlett Johansson a little bit. And then next we have the Amazon exclusive 4-pack Black Widow from the Age of Ultron film. Then of course we have this new one from the Black Widow movie. Here we have the Infinity War Black Widow where she's all blonde. And then here we have the Endgame Black Widow where she's got the ponytail. So there's our little MCU Black Widow. So yeah, they're all looking very nice. What are your favourites? Let me know in the comments below. Always curious to know your favourites. I think all of these are great. I'm sure people are curious about head swaps on this. So I'm going to swap some of these new Infinity War and Endgame heads onto this new Black Widow movie body and see what it looks like. First head swap is from the Quantum Suit 2-pack Black Widow, and the skin tones are different, so it doesn't match up, but it does fit on the ball peg. She looks very depressed in this face sculpt, rightly so, as we all know what happens. But I do like the hair. I like to see the little blonde on the ponytail, but unfortunately the skin tone doesn't match up. But still, if you want it to pop on there, it does. And then next we have Infinity War Black Widow head on here. And again, unfortunately, I don't think this works. Again, the skin tones are different, but she also suffers from long neck syndrome. As you can see, it fits on the ball peg, but it doesn't go all the way in. And yeah, that just doesn't really look good. So yeah, I think you're best off sticking with the head it comes on. Maybe the Black Widow head that comes in the single packed one from the Wave works. We shall try when I get that figure. But for now, I think your best bet is this one. So there you have it. Final thoughts. I think you're going to really like this Black Widow figure. Hasbro are trying new things, which again, I appreciate. And I'm sure this isn't going to be the last time we see this flight stand. And all these effects you see down here are definitely pieces you can use in your ACBA or use with your other figures. And then Black Widow herself comes with tons of accessories. She doesn't stand that well on her own, so it's a good job she does have a flight stand. But I really like her little stinger effects. I like that she comes with guns and working holsters. I like it a lot. So as always, you let me know in the comments below, are you going to be trying to get hold of this figure? I'm sure it'll be everywhere soon once the world has settled down a little bit. But yeah, I'm very happy. We'll definitely find a place for it in the display. And if you want to see more reviews about Marvel Legends, especially this new Black Widow movie wave, then head over to the videos tab. And most importantly, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. Lots more videos to come. Lots of videos already on the channel. If you want to support me a little bit more, head over to Patreon. You can do that there as well. And then always on Dan Who Reviews on Instagram. That is where you will see me first. But yeah, I'm going to shut up. But this Black Widow figure is looking very nice. Hasbro, bravo. Long may it continue. And I shall see you on the next one.